There is so much to do and so many places to see in my beloved city of Mexico City. Just for your information, I was born and raised here. And I can't wait to take you, all of you, around.
Well, me too. I can't wait to really explore the city. But for a minute, I thought we're in Madrid with this fountain behind us here.
Yeah, because this is the Cibeles fountain, and this was donated to Mexico by the citizens of Spain, and is exact replica of the one in Madrid.
Well, I'm Gassan Nassar.
And I am Mayte, and I can't wait to take you around my city.
Well,
¡Vámonos!
let's go, yes. Mexico City is one of those places that instantly pulls you in.
It's vibrant, soulful, and full of contrast, where ancient Aztec history meets grand colonial buildings and sleek skyscrapers lining Paseo de la Reforma.
The energy here never stops. You can spend your days exploring museums, historical plazas, wandering through colorful markets, and eating at some of the best restaurants in the world.
Honestly, Mexico City isn't just a destination you check off your list. It's a place you actually feel.
One place that completely blew my mind was the National Museum of Anthropology.
Even before you walk inside, the architecture is incredible. There is this massive fountain called El Paraguas, which means the umbrella. It's a giant concrete canopy supported by a single pillar, with water cascading down like a curtain. It's not just beautiful, it's symbolic. Inside the museum, you are taken on an unforgettable journey through Mexico's ancient civilizations, from the Aztecs and Mayans to other fascinating cultures that shaped the country in powerful ways.
And then, just outside the museum, we experienced something completely magical.
Yes, it was the Danza de los Voladores performed by the Voladores de Papantla. A group of 5 men climb a tall pole and honor the 4 elements before slowly spinning down to the ground, suspended by ropes. The ritual comes from the Totonac people of Veracruz, and seeing it live is thrilling, beautiful, and honestly unforgettable.
There are 5 performances in total, 4 flyers and 1 caporal. The caporal stays at the very top of the pole, playing a small flute and a tiny drum, setting the rhythm for the entire ritual.
It was amazing, and let me tell you, this pole is no joke. It's about 20 to 30 meters tall. Watching them climb it with this calm, almost effortless confidence makes you forget just how high they really are, until you look down.
Then comes the moment when everyone goes completely silent. The 4 flyers lean back off the platform, and just like that, they launch themselves into the air.
Yes, and they are suspended by a single rope tied around their waist, and they begin slowly spinning toward the ground in perfect harmony. Each flyer makes 13 rotations for a total of 52 turns, symbolizing the 52 weeks of the year and the sacred 52-year cycle of the Huichol calendar. And something funny is that after the performance, I asked them if we could tie up Kazan so he could try it, but the answer was no. They really prepare for this from a young age. Paseo de la Reforma is the grand boulevard of Mexico City.
Wide, elegant, and full of history, inspired by the great avenues of Europe. It was commissioned in the 1860s by Emperor Maximilian.
It was done to connect the historic center with Chapultepec Castle. This was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And you see, double-decker,
In
perfect.
the middle of the city, it's
6 pesos. Six
Six
Mexican
pesos?
pesos.
Wow.
Yes, per person.
that's
We decided to ride the Metro bus on a Sunday.
So there was less people, and we had a beautiful ride hopping on and off along the avenue, admiring all the monuments along the way.
Today, it stretches across the city as a powerful symbol of modern Mexico.
And walking along Reforma feels like moving through different eras at once. Sleek skyscrapers rise beside historic monuments. Luxury hotels sit near leafy roundabouts, and public art installations often appear along the boulevard. This is one of my favorite sculptures in Mexico City. Although it's very simple and it's just a number with a sign, it says in here that to migrate is a human right. But let's go to the back and you'll see what it says, which is my favorite part. It's nobody is illegal in the world. With the times that we're living right now, I think this is perfect.
yes.
Nobody is illegal in the world. We are all humans.
And inhabitants of Earth.
We visited the Monument of the Revolution, one of the city's most powerful and recognizable landmarks. The monument is a massive arch which was originally meant to be part of a grand legislative palace.
But it had to stop construction when the Mexican Revolution started. And years later, the unfinished steel structure was transformed into the monument we see today.
It honors the leaders and the heroes of the Mexican Revolution.
And several key figures are buried inside the monument, including Francisco Ignacio Madero and Pancho Villa, making it both a historical symbol and a mausoleum. We took the elevator up to the top for panoramic views of Mexico City, and of course, we enjoyed a little dance.
Yay!
Right now we're in front of the Monument of the Revolution, El Monumento a la Revolución Mexicana. So are you ready to explore some of the beautiful, beautiful places and sites in Mexico City?
Always. In Mexico City, there's so many wonderful things.
So let's start. Let's go.
do it.
La Ciudadela is one of Mexico City's best places to experience traditional Mexican art. Located near the historic center, this colorful artisan market is a treasure of handmade goods from across the country. You can find embroidered textiles from Oaxaca, Talavera pottery from Puebla, woven bronze, hand-painted ceramics, silver jewelry from Tasco, wooden masks, and so many more things.
It's a wonderful place to shop for authentic souvenirs. But even if you're not buying, it's worth visiting just to admire the artistry and the details in each piece.
The Zócalo, officially known as Plaza de la Constitución, is the symbolic heart of Mexico City. It is vast, open, and always alive. Surrounding the square are some of Mexico's most important landmarks, like the majestic Metropolitan Cathedral, which stands on one side, and the Grand National Palace, which is the official seat of the federal executive branch of the government.
Together, they make the Zocalo feel like an open-air history book.
Yes. And downtown, known as the Centro Histórico, extends outward from the plaza in a maze of colonial streets, historic buildings, and lively pedestrian avenues. It is great to see street performers, mariachi musicians, and vendors, all of whom give the area constant energy. We even got a limpia, or a blessing, from some Aztec priest outside the cathedral.
Downtown really captures the pulse of Mexico City. It is worth spending some time discovering it.
We did it walking and also took a bike taxi, which was a lot of fun.
Lots of fun.
And just as we were walking down, a nice gentleman approached us with a huge bouquet of sunflowers. At first, I thought he was going to try to sell it to us. But to our delight, he kneeled and started reciting a beautiful love poem for me. That was amazing. Growing up in Mexico City, I used to enjoy family outings to Chapultepec. Officially known as the Bosque de Chapultepec, it is the largest and most important urban park in Mexico City. And I wanted to bring out our inner children and enjoy some boat paddling in the lake. Okay, so now we gotta do the boats here in Lago de Chapultepec, because remember we tried to do it in El Retiro in Madrid, but it was too crowded.
The lines were forever.
So let's do it here.
It looks like we can do it.
No.
It seems easier than doing it.
Yes, my love, maybe TH, but we still managed to have some fun. And after the lake, strolling around the park and getting some Mexican snacks was the perfect way to spend the day in my beloved city.
I always enjoy visiting Mexico City.
Me too. And we're closing this show right in front of the Monumento a los Niños Héroes, which is the regular or traditional name in Spanish, but it is truly the Altar a la Patria, or the altar to the homeland. And it represents the 6 young cadets that jumped to their death trying to defend Mexico. So let's invite everybody to continue watching our channel, Sleeping at 60. I am Mayte Prida.
And I'm Ghassan Nassar.
Follow us on social media and keep watching all the shows that we have prepared for you. Until next time.